Hello there. I wanted to talk to you all today about introducing our up-and-coming class. It's about choice is an absolute change. Meaning when you choose something, you get a momentum going in your energy field of, I want to do something different. How am I going to do it? It really gives you and feeds you energy. So I wanted to let you know that we will be recognizing and talking about why you want to choose, what you want to choose, and how you're going to carry out your choice. And it'll be very informative because we want your feedback and how and where you are so we can help you get very clear on what you want out of your life. When you are in the present moment, that's what we like to talk about too, and that is the now. You know how you're feeling, and your feeling is bringing up some kind of emotion. That's a clue for you to say, uh-oh, something's going on. I might have a different choice here. And we're going to be encouraging you to use that energy and say, what would that be? It could be a job, your relationship, your children. And I know that you think, oh, I don't want to handle it now, but that's the time, because when the anxiety or that feeling comes that you have, you actually have part of the answer in addressing it.
Yeah.
Because it can't come up without you addressing it. So that's really encouraging to us to know, oh, I'm getting it now because I'm ready.
Right. You're getting like the feeling bubbling up, and you're like, either something feels a little funny, a little off, or a little like intuition, or sometimes maybe it's not even off. It's just you connecting with you, right? Would you say that?
Yeah, I would, because you could be taken, an example would be, oh, I'm feeling like I want to change my children's schedule on something. And that's the time to stop and do it.
Right.
Make that choice because only you can make it.
Right.
And then that's exciting for you. Oh, I did that. And now your life will flow nicer, and theirs will also flow smoother.
Yes.
So that's why we're saying, even if you don't know.
So it's those hits you get where either it's like, it doesn't always have to be bad, right? Or like wrong or negative. It's when you get those moments and those hits, like, oh wait, this flow isn't the same as it was. There seems like a little bit funny with the kids' schedule. Let's try and tweak this
Instead of living with it.
Right, instead of just overriding things.
Yes, yes, exactly. No, it doesn't have to ever be bad. And I wouldn't even use the word bad anymore, but but I think that's a good comparison to say, I'm feeling like I need a change here.
Right, right.
This is not bad or good, but I'm feeling something.
Yes,
so we're asking you to pause and say, what is the something? And then we're going to help you define that something. What were those feelings where you can trace back to what's really going on? Because it could be a number of things. Because choice brings change, and change, choosing brings the change. The changing brings a feeling of, I need to do it differently.
Yes.
So we're asking you not to deny that feeling.
Yes.
Because it's about everything, and it's in every arena. We change so much in 1 second.
Oh, we do.
It's crazy. It's fun to think about. Oh, somebody told us, you're changing 90 billion things in 1 second, and that's a lot.
Right.
But just bring it down to earth and go, okay, but I know what I think in 1 minute. I couldn't even do it all.
Yeah.
But we're asking you to just pause and go, oh, what's this about?
Yeah.
Because we know how happy you will be when you are changing, when you're thinking about change. And the other thing I wanted to bring up today was, you are always choosing in silence, whether it's emotional silence or a silence not to speak, or going along with the program. All those are your personal choices.
Yes.
And I don't think most, I'm going to speak for women, think about it that way. I think they think they're going with the plan, but the plan doesn't necessarily have to be their plan. And when you're working in a relationship, you want to be co-creating the plan.
Right.
You want to be improving it so it gets exciting, and there's happiness, and there's resolution, and there's solution. All of that can happen. Not at once, but when you participate, because instead of taking for granted that it's written in stone, you start to actively participate in every situation. You're going to be so much happier and much more fulfilled.
Yeah.
And feel that way.
Right. And if you're feeling like, I noticed in a lot of like our sessions that, you know, people might have like a little stomach ache, right? And then when they actually feel into that, there is a reason why they have that. Like in a previous session with a client, she was like a little bit nervous about telling her, you know, boyfriend something. So checking in with the body is real huge, and noticing, because it's always showing us the way. Like, hold on, wait a second, something's a little off here. But if you notice it, you can sit with it and make different choices too.
Right.
We're always being told something.
Right, because your body and your emotions and your thoughts are always communicating with you, because that's all of you.
Yes.
Now, we have learned, and it doesn't matter how, to deny those different aspects of being talked to ourselves.
We just disregard and like take an antacid instead of saying, oh, why am I nervous? You know what I mean? And it's really cool, because even in the sessions, people will be like, when they notice that they were nervous to say something to their mate or their spouse,
right,
all of a sudden the stomach ache disappears when they actually address that. So I wanted to share that that's also a great clue, right, to check in and say we have choices.
Yeah. Or something's going on.
Yeah, or the noticing part. Because I think we don't really pay attention to that. We just think, oh, wow, we have a headache. Oh, wow, we have a stomach ache. Those are all clues.
Exactly. And you don't need to live with those.
Correct.
Because those clues are asking you to make some very simple changes.
Right, that's the
and
other
not
part.
deny yourself.
Right.
And once you don't deny yourself, whether you make the change immediately, once you know, oh, I'm suppressing that, a feeling, it's like, oh, I can work on that. Oh, that's doable. Oh, wow, that's amazing. So that's really important to understand your own body language. And that's why so many books have been written on the emotion and the pain that we're feeling. They're really trying to get to us, and we want them to.
Yes.
We want to hear our truth, which we are not denying on purpose. We innocently are acting out certain things.
Yeah, I think we just don't really understand how powerful we are and how that we can navigate so easily. And that's what we're trying to teach in the class. Like, wait a second, it's all about the choice.
Yeah.
And once you make it, it's incredible, right?
Yeah, once you make it, the change is on the way, and you are the only one that can change anything in your life.
Yeah.
You can't influence change on anybody. You can't change anybody for that. You can't do enough to get somebody to change, because it's not you.
Right.
We have to work on ourselves. And many times when we work on ourselves and we begin to change, we see and recognize the change in others.
Yes.
Because they're bouncing off us.
Right.
So that's a bonus too.
Right. So we also teach it's all an inner game, which I love, because looking outer to fix other people or to change other people, it just doesn't work. It's not the way it's was meant to be. It's all an inner game, and
it's an inner game for us too.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. That's what we teach, is the inner game of choosing, and then it shifts your outer reality, right?
Yes, exactly.
And the old way of doing things was thinking you could change anybody outside of you, which is like, go ahead and bang your head against the wall, right? It just doesn't work.
You just did things that we had no result at all.
That's what I'm saying.
And
to get those results, it's now easier and more, you can do it with being yourself in the inner game. That's what I love.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well,
the
if you
shift
made
is a lot faster.
Oh, right. Well, the shift is immediate almost.
I know.
Because
But
you
we've
can
all-
have a to-do list and everything you do on it and you're still unhappy.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not about doing, it's about being.
Yes.
Being. What is really bothering me today? Certainly not the 5 things on this list. There's only one, and it has a root to it.
Right.
And look at it and say, why am I resisting that?
Yep.
And then you go, oh, because I'm mad at a girlfriend.
So right.
And I don't want to go to lunch. Well, what are you mad about?
Right. Why are you mad at yourself? What didn't you say? Or,
Why are you denying yourself that you don't want to go? It could be something as easy as, I have too crowded of a day. Easy, done.
right.
Follow
Cancel.
through, call up, cancel. It doesn't even have to be anything that's personal with anybody else.
Yes.
Your friends can be a totally innocent, but what they're bringing up is a situation that's pressing against you because you said yes.
Right.
And then when you say, I can't do it, I have too much to do, I'll take a rain check for the next one. Oh my gosh, life becomes easy. Instead of going from 50 miles an hour a day, you just reduced yourself to 25 and you can enjoy the other 4.
Yes.
So most of this is always compounded by what we think we should be doing.
Yeah. Any should is a no.
Toss it. Yeah, any should is a no.
Right.
It's an automatic guilt trip.
Uh-huh.
So get rid of it and ask, why would this be a should?
Right. Right.
So, and then when you get to that point of addressing yourself and really loving yourself and considering yourself, and I want my life to be happy 24/7. Of course, I'll need resolution and solution and things come up. But when I feel this way, I feel empowered. So I'm going to start using courage as a tool and step out and say to the girls and step out and say to my kids and step out and say to my family, and you begin to be authentically yourself.
Yeah.
There's nothing like it.
Amen.
There is nothing like it.
Yes. So the class will really hit on those major topics of just returning to your authentic self, and then you'll see your life will just shift once you make those choices and decisions and keep going in that direction of finding yourself, really,
Right.
and owning your.
It's all you can do.
Yeah,
You can only be yourself here.
Yes.
There's no other way. You can't be in your kids, in your husband, in your groups.
Yep.
We're all meant to come together to enhance each other's
Yes.
lives, not to change each other.
Amen.
Not to judge each other.
Amen.
Not to push people away.
Blame, shame, and guilt's gotta go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's so exciting.
Mm-hmm.
And then you take away the assumption of maybe I could change, or maybe I could help, or maybe. The maybes become affirmative in the sense that if I change me, I won't have all these assumptions.
Right.
So
that's freeing right there.
That's what?
That's freeing right there.
Very.
You can take that and just run with it, period.
And when you forgive a judgment based on what you think of somebody and just say, I'm letting that go too. All of a sudden, you know who's free? You.
Yep.
So these are the things that we
that
want
we're
you to look
sharing in the
at.
class and
And
look at, and it's your freedom to live the life you came here to live.
Right, exactly.
So,
And your life begins to evolve.
yes.
And you will be so pleased with yourself, satisfied with yourself, and you will have more room for you.
Yep. Yep.
Once you get through all the stuff of, I thought I needed to do, I should be, all of those were outside definitions. We're bringing you to an inside out definition of you.
Yeah.
And you will love yourself.
Yes.
And everybody around
Yes,
you.
and we'll be starting that soon. So we'll put the link below about the how to join and the information. And we just really want to encourage you to join and just be on the journey together of supporting each other. So
Yes, exactly. So come and review with us all the options and the freedom you have
exactly.
in your own personal life and how that will affect the freedom and the options in other people's lives around you.
Amen.
We'll see you
Perfect.
soon.